Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about how to keep a man on his toes. So I put the videos together so that you watch and learn. So let's get into it, guys.
How to keep a man interested and on his toes forever. Now, contrary to what you may believe, there is a saying that says, "Show me a gorgeous woman, and I will show you a man that is bored of how she looks." Here's how our brains work. They normalize everything that was once amazing becomes normal so that we can continue with everyday life. And so, no matter how beautiful you are, your man will tire. He will start losing that wonder in his eyes. However, a woman that is perpetually growing, evolving, and investing in herself is a woman who's often shifting her energy signature. She's often in movement. And the thing that is most attractive to a man is what he cannot keep, what he cannot get. Okay, now, even though you've been married, a lot of us think, well, he's got me now, I've been gotten, right? But actually, the chase and the wonder and the seduction and the mystery of it all is that he got a version of you. He got, 1.0 version of you. But has he got the 2.0, the 3.0? He needs to constantly be searching for, hunting for the upgraded version of you because you are constantly changing. This is a woman a man cannot take his eyes off because her evolution keeps him on his toes. Not the fact that she keeps sexy alone, but because she keeps interested in herself.
Hear me out. It is not your responsibility by any means or standards to keep a man on his toes, but I think it's really fun and it's one of the perks of being a beautiful woman. So here's what I do to keep a man on his toes. I'm also going to do a part 2 where I share what my boyfriend says I do that keeps him on his toes, which I think will be really interesting. Speaking of beautiful women, to keep anyone on their toes, you have to be hot. You have to be attractive. You have to exude pretty girl energy. So that means you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of how you're presenting yourself to the world because honestly, being attractive is like your first line of defense. Before you can even open your mouth and say anything, when you walk in a room and you are so damn attractive, people are instantly on their toes. They're like, what is this gorgeous creature gonna say? That is your pretty privilege. So I need all of my girls to lean into their pretty privilege, take care of yourself, mentally, physically, be your best, hottest version, whatever it takes to make you feel confident and for you to walk in a room and everyone is like, that is gonna keep anyone on their toes, men and women. I don't care who the man is, you cannot take his shit. Like, you don't take anyone's shit, and you sure as hell are not gonna take this man's shit, because if you take his shit, then he can shit on you, and any man that can shit on you is not gonna be on his toes. So make sure that you hold him accountable and you let him know, I'm not gonna let you get away with murder because you might become a serial killer, and I'm not here for that. Finally, like the most important thing you can do ever in your life to keep a man on his toes is to have something going for yourself. Like, you have to have something going for yourself because I'm not gonna beg you to be in your world. Absolutely not. Like, you're gonna beg me to be in my world because I have such a full life that I don't need you, I want you. And if a man ever feels like you need him, then he's comfortable. And if he gets too comfortable, then he disrespects you. And the whole goal is to keep him on his toes. So as a little recap, be hot, don't take his shit, and have something going for yourself. That is how you're gonna keep your man or any man on his toes. This is gonna sound nuts, but I've never heard anyone say it on the internet, so I'm gonna say it. I firmly believe that for a relationship to work, your man has to be a little bit scared of you. Like, I need my man to see the slightest glimpse of the devil when he looks at me, because I'm fucking crazy. And for the record, we do live in a patriarchal society where the rules were created for men, by men, and will always bend for men. So I feel like the least you can do is keep your man on his toes. Scare him a little.
So that's a video, guys. So I'm just here also to share my true sense, like what I think about today's video, which we are talking about. Okay, so how to keep a man on his toes, whether you're just starting a relationship or have been with your guy for a while. Maintaining that sense of excitement and keeping things interesting is key to a strong and lasting connection. So I'm sharing the 5 essential tips to keep you or your man engaged on his tools. Let's get into it. Maintain a healthy dose of mystery. First of all, keep some mystery in the relationship. This doesn't mean playing mind games, but it's important not to reveal everything about yourself right away. You want to leave him curious and excited to discover new layers of who you are over time. Share parts of yourself gradually, whether it's your hobbies, your past experience, or even your dreams for the future. It keeps him intrigued and wanting to learn more about you. Mysteries also applies to your daily life. You don't need to tell him every single detail about your day. Leave some room for him to ask questions and show interest. When you have an element of surprise or unpredictability, it keeps him engaged. Focus on your own goals and passions. Another tip was stay focused on your own goals and passion. A lot of times when people get into relationship, they make the mistake of centering their entire world around their partner. This can make things predictable and routine. Let's be real, guys. Guys are attracted to women who have been there, who have their own lives. So stay dedicated to your career, your hobbies, and the things that light up you. Not only does this keep you fulfilled, but it also makes him respect and admire you. You become a person of value with a lot to bring on the table. This will keep him excited to be part of your journey. And trust me, when he sees you're thriving in your own life, he wants to make sure he's doing his part to stay in the picture. Confidence is a big one. The way you communicate with your man is crucial in keeping him on his toes. Speak your mind, share your opinions, and be sensitive when needed. Men appreciate women who are confident and who want. Confidence shows that you're not afraid to stand up for yourself or simply express your desire in the relationship. Don't be afraid to challenge him when it's necessary or call him out on something that doesn't sit right with you. This keeps the dynamic fresh and let him know he can't take you for granted. Give him space. Another important tip is to give him space. When he needs it, it might seem counterintuitive, but give your man room to breathe actually keeps the spark alive. Men, just like women, need time to recharge and focus on themselves, whether it's hobbies, hanging out with friends, or just quiet time. When you give him the freedom to do his own things, it shows you trust him and that you're secure in the relationship. And guess what? When you're not constantly around, he will start missing you, and that will make him appreciate the time you spend together even more. Keep the romance alive. Lastly, don't forget to keep the romance alive. It's easy to fall into a routine, especially in a long-term relationship, but the key is to keep a man on his toes and making sure there is always a bit of excitement. Surprise him with thoughtful gestures. These don't have to be grand. Even small things like leaving him a sweet note or planning a spontaneous date night can work wonders. And don't be afraid to switch things up in the bedroom. Keep the intimacy exciting, fresh, which will ensure he stays fully invested in the relationship. So those are the 5 essential tips to keep a man on his toes. It's all about maintaining a balance between mystery, independence, confidence, giving him space, and keeping the romance alive. When you combine all these, you not only keep things exciting, but also build a strong, lasting connection that stands the test of time. Okay, so if you found this video helpful, make sure you hit the like button. So guys, I don't know how you keep a man on his toes. So ladies, right, how are you keeping that man on his toes? Okay, so we want to know, we want to learn from you, so make sure you write in the comment section. So yeah, that's my thoughts. And you guys, thank you for supporting, thank you for being